Okay, another day, another project. So, as you can see, I have like all of my junk here. This is pretty much the stuff that I did over there. I just brought it over here because I needed the space. And now that I'm gonna be working here, I'm gonna clear it all out. And then the first thing I'm gonna do is try to move this thing here to the back, or move it back, so that way it matches up this wall. I don't think it's gonna be too hard. Especially with the way like these walls are built, but I think once it gets into like this area here that has like the plumbing and like hoses and pumps and whatnot, that's kind of where it gets complicated. But should be fun. So the first thing I'm gonna do is try to take out these screws. They hold in the sink. So there's two there, and then one there, and then one up top. So there's only four. Not too hard. But first I need to unscrew this. So let's go ahead and get that going. Okay, so everything here is unscrewed and disconnected, and now we should be able to just pop this off. And yeah, there you go. Now that that's done, I'm gonna try and take this off. Probably take this thing out first, and then from there I can start working on the wall. Okay, so I took down the shelving here, and honestly, there's not really much, attached to this wall, but there is like something here. So there's like that screw right there, and then this plating here that's all screwed in. So I think I'm just gonna take this one off, just to make sure there's nothing there. There might be something in the bottom, so I might even take down this plate or this bottom piece of wood, and then from there see if there's anything screwed on there. There is like I'm not sure if you can see it or not, but there's like a bracket right there. I'm not sure what's holding those two together, but once I take these off, I'll be able to see that. It is off, and looks like some rats used to live here, and then some tampons. So that bracket over there looks like it was only really there to hold the piece of wood that was there. So no screws. When it comes to this side over here, I am gonna need to take this thing out, but I really can't because there's the big water tank over here, and it's blocking the screws that I need to get over, like on this side. So I think for this one, I'm just gonna cut it, but make it longer than what I really want it to cut down to, and then from there just see what else I need to do on this side. Okay, so I cut this off, and I am finding out a little bit more about this RV. So this thing here wobbles a good amount. That means it's not supporting anything, only except for like this thing, which is nothing. So this thing I can take off, and it's not gonna be an issue. But it looks like this one here running all the way through is the only one that's touching the ground. So if you look in here, see how that one, there's that gap there? Well, this wall here isn't even touching the ground. So this thing can come off, that's fine. But this one here runs all the way through here and then down, and then that right there is like where a lot of it is being held up with. So this one here, running all the way to the top, that is one of like the support structures. I am gonna take these things out, the panels, just so I can like learn more about like the structure and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. So I tore this down, and then you can kind of see how the structure is set up. So this one here, you know, runs all the way through. So this is supporting it. Actually, it's gonna be this one here that's supporting it. This one's just kind of here. Okay, so I think I'm done with, you know, most of the teardown. But I do want to explain what I'm thinking about right now. So originally I wanted to move this thing back, right? I wanted to have this space be the bathroom sink space, and you know, you don't really need that much, so this is already more than enough. But if you look down here is the wheel well, and I don't want to move this thing back because then the wheel well is going to show, and there's no real way to kind of provide a good support when it's in this area. So I think it's best if I leave this here and then run a 1x2 from here down through here and then over here, and then maybe run like a 1x2 support there, and then that'll also support this one here because this one was all wobbling. Probably one somewhere here in the middle too, but that way I can just enclose the closet area and then build a wall for the bathroom, and that will also allow me to build that door that I want to build, so that way I can, you know, have some privacy in the bathroom. Will it work? I think it will. This one right here is going to be the one that's going to be supporting almost all the weight. Actually, yeah, this one here, and then the one that I'm running through here is going to be the one that's supporting all the weight. So yeah, I guess I'm just changing this up a little bit. What I'm doing here is I am adding this here as support to hold up the wall that is going to be between the closet and the bathroom. And then so I just ran this here, connected it down here with this 1x2, and then I made sure that the wood wasn't touching the wood here in the bottom, because it looks like it gets wet a good amount and I don't want the wood to rot. What I'm trying to do next is support, you know, all this wall with running a piece of wood from here and then just running it all the way through to this side, so that way this wall here is supporting one half of it and this side over here is supporting the other half. So I made this little notch here to allow the wood to go through, and then I'm going to have it drilled into here, but I'm also going to create some sort of support here from here to the top to just make it more secure. I cleaned it up a little bit. It was looking a little dirty here, but what I'm gonna do now is put up the wall here temporarily and just make sure it's, you know, aligned, so I can make this cut here. On this side, before I cut this off, I'm gonna run a piece of wood down to the bottom to support it, and then just start cutting all this off. Okay, so far today I have moved this whole section here back. I'm not completely done yet because I still have this left, so I need to cut this back to here and then just have this put over here and then somehow screw it in. I might even actually leave that top one and then cut that a little bit short, and then that way it pushes that up. So let me show you like what I did. So after I put this one here, I added another one here to support it, and then I also added this one here as support as well. So now this here is supported all the way to the bottom, and then I was able to cut this off and then cut this off.
Audio Jungle.
So I think I'm done with this part. I just added this piece of wood here. I needed to cut it there, but see how there's like a little bit of a, it's sticking out a little bit. That's because I still need to add the paneling to this wall, and then after that I can add the other wall that's gonna go right here, and it's gonna stick out probably up to here, and then I can add, you know, the other paneling that'll go back here, and then make this into a full wall. And this thing here is not glued on here yet because I need to have some electrical wiring added on here. So I'm gonna wait until the end to do that. But I'm gonna work on this side. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this part, and then I'm gonna add this little sheet here to cover it up.
Audio Jungle.
Okay, it is up and not bad. It's pretty sturdy. You can like push it and it's not like moving. This is probably like the only soft spot right here because there's nothing behind it, but not too bad. I already put this one up too. This right here is pretty good. So I just need to paint it. I'm gonna have to trim these little edges off, but it's pretty easy when I use one of these. So not too hard. and then paint it. So for now, this how I'm gonna end it. I went on a pretty long trip, so I need to put something out. But I guess after that, I'll probably paint this and then start working on this right here. All right.